Hey guys, it's Arv here, and guess what? Today I'm going to be reading you a book, but not just any book, a book that I wrote myself called The Amazing Earth, Different Realities. There will be some, this is an unfinished book, but there will be some references to my channel, including the title, some part in the book, but those are only it. But, so yeah, again, I said this is a unfinished book, part of a series, but yeah. So we have a table of contents that I'm working on. It's actually kind of funny, so I'll let you read this. Alright, you can see. So there will be references to other YouTubers and other games as well in this. So, okay, for example, Minecraft is a reference to a game there, okay? But enough further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's continue table of contents. Okay, this is page 1. After diagnostics of a new spaceship, we, a team of scientists and engineers, managed to create a spaceship to launch to Mars with a human. We got this money through YouTube videos by me, okay, or his real name Arv, and that very person is me telling you the story. Okay, but back to the launch pad. We checked that every single thing was perfect on that. Me, I would launch. I posted a story telling my viewers that there were no videos for months. I climbed in and sat to the head scientist. Start the launch sequence. I was terrified because I was still a child. This, by the way, if you wonder, this story takes place right around 2022. Actually, it takes place 2022, 2023. Okay, so I was still a child, but no turning back now. The computer counted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take off. It happened. The big moment. The big history moment. Immediately I felt as though I had sat in a speeding car going 500 kilometers per hour, and that's basically what a spaceship is. But as soon as I saw a glimpse of the moon and Mars, and then alarms went off for some reason, and then the spaceship got actually thrown to the left, and then down. That's like almost 10 downs to what seemed like the void, and then and I stopped. It all stopped. As you can see, I have a little picture here. There are some pictures, but you can see that's our Mars, and I just say an X. Now this is where it gets interesting. We have a different. You can see. I don't know if you actually might see, but okay. I woke up in a new planet, like literally a new planet that I've never seen before. Wait. This is Earth, but there are no people here. I walked slowly and silently through a plains biome watching for moon. And I stepped on a map. Time to survive here, I said. Now, this is something I'm going to have to show you using my hands. Yeah, okay. As you can see, I have a little map of this place. So you can see it's also the text is highlighted, so you don't get, so you don't wonder. So you can see this up here, North Abundance, the North Pole. That's the South Abundance. Obviously, the South Pole, called South Pole. You know, the Pacific Ocean, Mexico, Europe, the Pacific Ocean, Canada, and then my positively favorite one, the U.S. array. That is possibly my favorite one because it's so funny, at least in my opinion. But let's continue reading the book. Alright. Soon after finding the map, this is tilted. Look at it. Soon after finding the map, I ended up finding a jungle with lots of fish. Then I realized this planet is the planet I put to my channel, so I named it The Amazing Earth. That is where the reference to my channel is. Then I realized I was very hungry. A budgie flew to me with a pack of flour, chocolate chips, milk, and everything else to make chocolate chip cookies. I realized that animals here are much more intelligent than other ones on Earth. But why? I have no idea. Then they led me to a tree called Animal Mania. And there were a lot of animals, so I didn't fit in. I found a tiny oven, okay, and counter, and barely managed to make chocolate chip cookies. They were amazing. Then the budgie flew to me again. I walked over here. It followed me. I walked over there. It followed me. I decided I would make my friend and named it Cuckoo. Now, quick, okay, animal fact. Chocolate chip cookies, or really any sort of cookies, are actually harmful to parrots. So I don't know why I chose chocolate chip cookies. Probably because it was the first thing I had, yeah. The animals in the meantime were loud. And I mean loud. But you had to leave the tree. Cuckoo also came with me, but I told him, he was a he by the way, that he could visit the tree anytime. Then I fell into a hole and this guy called Nestor. Apparently I was making a video and I just mined a block. I was in a Minecraft world, Minecraft reference. After that I got out mined stone, mined wood, mined stone and iron and diamond and then obsidian. Of course, that's not actually what happened, you'll see in a second. Apparently, I had to defeat the dragon for a rocket piece. Now, in this thing, I'm going to look for rocket pieces. In detail, I got out and searched for plain village. When I got beds and fought the golem for its iron. That's not actually what happened. I said I got stone. That's not what happened. With the iron and sticks I got from dead bushes, I crafted an iron pickaxe. After so, I went to a nearby cave and dug down, which is not how you're supposed to dig. Because I said Y level 15, I found a ravine. I left it with half a heart, but got into Y level 10, which is a good place to find diamonds. I found them after battling 2 creepers, 1 spider, 1 skeleton, and 3 zombies. After finding diamonds, I went back and found obsidian and made another portal. In the nether, people who play Minecraft know that you have to find a blaze spawner in another fortress and kill blazes for blaze rods. But how I spawned next to a fortress, I don't know. I got some rods, and then I made into the blaze powder, and then ender pearls I collected to make some eyes of ender. I headed to the overworld and threw them and found the stronghold. I put the eyes of ender in the portal and I lighted. I told Cuckoo to stay in the overworld and I jumped in. Immediately I started bridge to the main island and destroyed the end crystals, all while getting dressed by the dragon. After so, I waited for the dragon to perch and I blew it up with beds. Beds exploded in the end of Minecraft. And I did not say this, they also exploded in the nether. You should probably know that. I won the piece! Yeah! I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, so I got one piece, but there's still plenty of pieces to go. I think I have to go one more place. I jumped in a return portal and ended up in Amazing Earth skin, but now I was where I started. Then Cuckoo arrived, and lucky knew where I would end up. Very strange. It was strange that he held a note in his claws. The note said, very, very good, 1 of 8 pieces found. You finished the Mexico part of the rocket. Next, travel down to the South Abundance, but bring winter gear. It's very cold. And find the key. What? I said to Cuckoo. Then for the first time ever, I took notice of the map I stepped on. I saw that it showed places on it, and the note said we finished the Mexico rocket piece, and we had to go down to the South Abundance next. The South Abundance looked like the South Pole, or for its proper name, the Antarctic. I guess we have to go down there and find proper clothing. Great. Google led me back to Alan and we found some stuff to make temporary jackets. That is wool. Before going, I decided to teach Cuckoo to talk, and he learned the half of the English vocabulary fairly quickly. I also had leftover wood from the Minecraft world and tried to craft a chest, but crafted a reality switcher. A reality switcher switches the realities I go through to get rocket pieces, so now I can get resources from different realities. But I crafted a 2 chest and made a double chest, and used the reality switch to get to Minecraft, and went to find diamonds because I think I need armor to fight the things in the South Abundance. And I remember that I had another portal somewhere around Animal Main. So I was looking, I went to a cave in front of this person named Crafty was doing a realistic one, and he touched a spider, and a realistic spider! I'm out of here. I said. So after the encounter with Crafty, I found the hole with the ravine, but with a water bucket I made along with a splash. Soon I found the portal, and then with enough grass blocks went to the ancient debris truck and found it. 1 hour later, enough to make a full set of armor and tools. That is exactly, I think that's 9. And it was quick. I went back to the Amazing Earth and created the armor and tools. I made a temporary jacket for Cuckoo, but while I was hot, not hot, but warm. Then I realized that the netherite came from the hot dimension and it wouldn't be hot. So I turned the reality to the real world and dimension, and after that, me and Cuckoo set off for the South Abundance. Soon it became cold and snow was falling from the clouds. Cuckoo was still good and I was great, but then it became really cold and Cuckoo was shivering, so I put it in my pocket. Fun fact, Antarctica can reach minus 40 degrees Celsius. Soon it became South Pole cold, and Cuckoo barely kept warming in my pocket. I kept the map and all with me, but the map looked like this. Again, I will pick this up. As you can see, it was before. I will flip back to the area quickly. Excuse me. Here you go. So this is where the first map was. You can see there's the north buttons, but we're down here, right around there, I'd say. And now, if I find the thing, now we're here. And it shows everything in detail. You can see there are the east junction, the south junction, the west junction, the north junction, the light zone, and the star zone. And that little star here, I'll explain what that is in a sec. It looks like it became a very large version of the South Abundance, and a small star was moving very slowly. I figured that was me and Cuckoo. Then I then realized that me and Cuckoo were in a place called the East Junction. Then I wondered, why didn't it change into Mexico? Cuckoo said he already started the mission by filling the hole with Nestor. He didn't need to change. I was quite surprised. Just then I walked right into a hole in the ice and people looked at me. They were Minecrafty looking and they introduced themselves as YouTubers. JJ and Mike. They make a video where every time they jump it gives them random items. They handed me some bird with red armor, which I was surprised was a thing even. And some bird-sized tools made out of netherite, which I also thought was not a thing. I don't understand how that's a thing. But I guess I made it a thing. Now Cuckoo could fly around without being cold. I looked at the map and it said we were in the star zone. Then a sparkling star fell from the sky onto my armor. Now I knew why it was called the star zone. At night, stars fell from the sky. I told Cuckoo, go turn the reality switcher onto Minecraft. Okay, said Cuckoo, and he was off. The map said I was on the border between the star zone and the light zone. Then the light zone came into view. It was so bright, I was at a crafting table to make some wood glasses. Then the Minecraft reality took over the real world reality. I could collect some wood to make some wood glasses now. Fun fact, Inuit use wood glasses with slits in them to see around in very bright light when it's in the Arctic. Now I could see a bunch of snowy skeletons shooting at me, but armor made them useless. I walked through the skeletons using my sword on them. I soon arrived at some big, tall battle tower with Cuckoo. Cuckoo flew to the very top and flew right back down. There's a big dragon up there. Ah! Calm down, Cuckoo. Let's get better equipment from the lower floors. Then we started raiding the battle tower. There were things like skeletons and zombies and spiders, but I also fought evokers and pillagers. Those were rarer mobs. Soon I reached the top, but it was locked. Then I remembered the note. It said find the key. I thought, what if one of the mobs drops the key? I had to try. I went back and defeated all the mobs, and one did drop the key. I went back up and unlocked the trapdoor to see a Hydra dragon looking at me. The battle had commenced. I started hitting with my sword, and I got a bit of damage onto the Hydra. Then I hit me using 1/4 of everything I had. Then I hit critical hit, doing a lot of damage. The ice breath hit me, freezing and breaking everything I had. The person named Evo came in and defeated it in a few weeks. He handed me some mending and throwing in the red armor, then he took off. I just watched as he went to a big forest. Then I heard the clinking of armor as Cuckoo returned. I checked the chest and found the second rocket piece. Then the world turned normal and a message popped up. You have unlocked the storm reality. This reality gives you storms to deal with. You also unlock double realities. Use this to combine realities and sometimes unlock mods. Cuckoo led me back to Animal Mania and I set the reality switcher to storm, but it denied. I needed a reality switcher upgrade. I could get it by using a riptide trident during a storm and switching the reality to the real world. Set off for an ocean. I found an ocean and I didn't see any ground for the trident, so I dove into the ocean and let it found. I looked into the shoreline and defeated them, and so I got the trident. I then crafted an enchanting table and enchanted the trident by using the enchanting table. I also managed to find some books to enchant my armor more. Then a note dropped on my head like last time and it said, well done. The South Abundance piece is over. I headed back to Animania. Cuckoo dropped a letter on me. Again. Now, I read that you must seek a green bundles, owls, and shoot. Jump. Now to Arena you must seek a gleaming bunch of owls you see. And do this after the Star Safari. I was very confused until I finally realized that I might unlock an owl world because we was a word using the stories of Guardians of Gahul. So I was ready to see Soren, Gilfy, Twilight, and Dirt. I also realized that the reason I was sent to Arena instead of the U.S. array was because great horned owls were commonly found in North America and sometimes in Canada. Since Arena was basically Canada, that is why I was sent there. I also had to use the storm reality so I could unlock it. Heading back down Aluminium, I saw an owl that hooted, "Soren, are you sir?" I gasped in surprise. That sounded like Twilight. I followed the dark side all to invisible that I followed the dark side all the way to an invisible wall that I hit into and back out next to. When I awoke, I saw Cuckoo and the rest of the animals from Animal Mania. It was raining too. When I awoke, I saw Cuckoo pass me a trident and a water bucket. The Cuckoo threw them and I positioned at the balcony for takeoff. I braced myself and took off. I felt just like the rocket, and as I did so, I fell and landed in the water bucket perfectly. I then got straight back to Animal Mania just as reality switched to the real world. A message popped up saying, 6 more left to go. Now get out before the place is wrecked. I said, run to Cuckoo when we ran off, but I realized that I left my armor and Cuckoo's armor at Animal Mania. I ran back to see a huge tornado following me. I got the armor and realized that I wouldn't get out fast enough, not without the trident. I ran and used my trident all the way to Cuckoo and ran for my life. The trident eventually stopped and disappeared. Incoming song. Hold on. Okay. Cuckoo asked me, if you know how that monster formed, I would be grateful. Okay. The science behind tornadoes and other weather phenomena usually has lots to do with warm air and cold air. Tornadoes form when humid air and cold dry air mix and create an updraft. The updraft can start spinning, varying in if there is wind or not. That will create a wall cloud that will create a tornado. Other storms like thunderstorms create when water molecules from evaporated water or a cloud while raining rub together, creating electrical charge that is lightning. This also creates thunder, and I didn't explain this. Thunder is caused by the rapid expansion of air around lightning. That is why you see lightning first before you hear thunder, because light travels faster than sound. Which is why, if there is a space between light and sound, the storm is not close. But if they come at the same time, you have to take shelter because it's very close. Okay. Boom! Crash! Thunder, boom, and lightning crash to announce another storm approaching. Listen for the lightning and thunder at the same time. That'll tell us the storm is here. Yeah, there it is. Run! While me and Cuckoo ran for our lives again, I really was getting finished with this ridiculous storm reality. I decided to hold Cuckoo firmly and use the trend. As I spun away, I spun straight into the rain and landed in a tree. The sign said, "Welcome to our rain the surprise fable tree. It creates fable syrup." Said to allow one to transform into a character from a book or go straight into the book. We gotta go for some. Wait. Who would live here, Cuckoo? You live on this planet. Who would live here in Arena? Cuckoo said, "Why the Gahulian owls, of course." Well then, we gotta go. Why? Because owls think that we don't exist anymore. We go with the others. That's why. I should be quiet, right? Yes, you should. Okay, now quietly get out of the tree and get out of here. As we ran, I saw the edges of a hurricane sweeping towards the left of us. I think that's the hurricane that Soren flies in. As we ran again, I really am getting finished with the storm reality. The snow blizzard hit me once, twice, and basically a million times a second. It was a good thing me and Cuckoo had the armor. We put it on and trekked our way back to Animal Mania. Once we were there, I switched the reality to the real world. Then Cuckoo switched it to Minecraft world. I did. Oh, I see. You want to get a mod, and it worked. I, right at Cuckoo, unlocked the storm mod for Minecraft. As I decided not to try the mod, Cuckoo said that I should go find the other rocket pieces. They said that would be a good idea. As I got ready to go and find the other rocket piece, Cuckoo said maybe the rocket piece is with the owls. I said, good point, but how do we get it? Cuckoo said, just transform, of course. Just what? Just transform, of course, said Cuckoo calmly. How do I do that? I asked Cuckoo. Remember what that sign said? Drinking fable syrup allows one to become someone from a book. Oh, okay. How do I get it? You extract from the tree, of course. Just like the owl. Cuckoo flew straight into the tree. As I was saying, you do it just like this. The fable tree then started spewing up syrup like a guy is spewing steam and water due to the magma close underneath, allowing steam to expand. Steam takes up more area than water, and it all shoots up to the top spout. As I drank a bit of syrup, I transformed into Sound the owl. Cuckoo, yes? What about the real Soren? Oh, don't worry, he's you now. Just hurry and fly. I think it's almost tween time. I think. Whatever, just go. Okay, Cuckoo, I will. As I flew off into the sunset, a huge owl flew by. I recognized him as Twilight, the Great Gray. Next to him was Gilfrey and Digger, the elf and burying owl. Just then, tween was over. The owls had awoke. I looked down at Cuckoo, who was asleep. The class didn't start, with Azilrag calling us to the Chaw practices. Azilrag said, "All right, Chaw, eat up. We have a hurricane to explore." A young owl came to me and said, "Soren, do you think we really are going on a hurricane? I mean, we're so young, almost too young to go. But of course, we have to." The owl goes on about hurricane and atmospheric pressure and this and that and a lot of stuff that I won't include. But the young owl was basically drawing my board. Then Azilrag called, "All right, Chaw, to the hurricane." As we flew off, a piece of something flew around and round, and I caught it. A piece of rocket, that's what it was. After the lesson and a few more boring days I won't talk about, the tree was under attack. Flipping pages. It was Soren's brother Claude. He had laid siege to the great tree. There was a lot of stuff going on, so I'll just list it in one simple list. Claude tried to get me, and I tried to get Angleton, and the rest of it tried to destroy the great tree. As you can see, there was definitely a lot of things going on. Actually, maybe not. Really, only 3 things. Now, that will be the end of me reading this book. I still have much more to write. I still have many more rocket pieces to get, but I hope you enjoyed me reading my book, and I'll see you next time. Okay, and maybe we'll get to the halfway point, read my book. But for now, bye!